Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to set up VoiceMeeter Banana with Shadowplay so you can record dual audio tracks and separate your game audio with anything else. So like, let's say Discord, Spotify, Apple Music, Chrome, anything that you use. So first, we want to download VoiceMeeter Banana. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys so it's easier. Then you just want to download it, then open it, install it. Pretty self-explanatory. You will have to restart your computer for the first time once you download it. And then what I use is Nvidia Broadcast to make my mic sound better when I'm not in Discord. Because in Discord, they have their own little what's it called? Noise gate and noise cancellation and all that. But I don't have any of that other than Discord. So when I'm recording or talking in game chat or whatever, I use Nvidia Broadcast to help remove my like fan noises and all of that. So I'll also leave that in the description in case you want to set it up as well. So then once you restart your computer and all that, and you have VoiceMeeter open, I think when you download VoiceMeeter, actually, it'll download with a whole bunch of shit. Oh, boy. I can't spell. Yeah, so it'll download with like regular VoiceMeeter and all these things. Just make sure to open Banana. And you'll know it's Banana because it'll actually say Banana up here. And then, so first things first, you want to set your hardware out. Your A1, set it to your main sound output. So for me, it would be my headset. So I'd have it set to A1. Try to do WDM at first. If those don't work, then go down the list, but always try WDM first. And then let's say that you play VR or anything else, or you have like a second pair of headphones or something. You want to set it to A2. And then as well, set it to WDM. And then you want to go over to hardware input. And as I told you guys, I use Nvidia Broadcast, so I have my microphone set to Nvidia Broadcast. But if you don't want to use Nvidia Broadcast or use something else, just set it to that. And then as well, try to do WDM at first. And then you want to have your settings, so B1, B2, be active for hardware input 1. Then we're going to go over to here where it says desktop and comm. So I changed the name of that. You should also change it to make your life easier. She's going to want to right click right above where it says VoiceMeeter VAIO. Change to desktop. And then same thing for the aux. Change it to comms or side of audio or communications, Discord, whatever you want to name it. Doesn't matter. And then you want to make sure you have A1. So for your hardware, so A1 activated and B1. Same thing with comms, but you want to have B2 activated. And let's say that you do have something else as your hardware out. You want to also click those right here, so you're not like missing out on that volume. So everything will go into these hardwares. And then this also works if you want to like, let's say use two headphones at the same time. You can like put, let's say I want to use my my monitor speakers as well. I just set it as A2, then go click right here. And now my headset and my monitor speakers will play the same sound at the same time. So I don't know if that helps you guys, but I mean, you can do that. But for now, I just keep that. Then you want to go to menu and click on System Tray and then run on Windows Startup. And then this just makes it so whenever you do close it, you can just click on it again and it'll open. So it will never close, which is good because you always want to have this open so it's always splitting your tracks and all of that. And then let's say for whatever reason you can't hear anything or your audio is stuttering, you want to just click on Restart Audio Engine and it'll restart the app basically in the drivers and everything like that. And then if that still doesn't help, just restart your computer. Usually it fixes. But other than that, you should be fine in the VoiceMeeter section. So you could just close out of this. Just make sure you have System Tray on and run on Windows Startup. And then over to Shadowplay now. You want to click Alt-Z or whatever. I don't know if you can actually change it. If you can change your shortcut. Oh, I opened the wrong thing. So you want to open GeForce Experience and make sure that it is turned on. So you want to make sure your in-game overlay is turned on. And then you can also go to the settings through here, but it's just easier to do Alt Z. And then you want to make sure to turn off instant replay for now. So turn it off. Make sure nothing's turned on. You want to go to your settings. And then you want to go to keyboard shortcuts, and you want to set your save the last whatever you have it set to anything. So I have it set to pause because you don't really use the pause button. And then for manual recording, I have it set to home because you don't really use that either. So for this one, my pause would be the instant replay, and then my home would be record. So this will start recording, and then you can end it whenever you want. So then once you have those set, you just want to go back and go to recordings, and you want to make a folder and anywhere you'd like in your PC, and then you just want to save it to there. So it does get tricky, so I'll show you really quick how to do it. So you want to click on this little arrow, and then you want to click on any drive. And then I have it set to clips. And then if you want to just like go into this subfolder, just click done. And then it'll be clips. But let's say you want to go into this folder. And then let's say you want to save it. Let's just do OBS. You want to save it into OBS, just make sure it's highlighted green. And then click done. And it'll save onto there. But I want it to just go into clips. So I'll just leave it as clips. And then once you have that set, go back. And then you want to go to audio. And you want to make sure, this is the most important thing about this, you want to make sure it's set to separate both tracks. Because if you don't have this set, then you're basically setting this up for nothing. So make sure it's set to separate both tracks. And then for your microphone, you want to make sure it's set to aux output. So if it's set to aux output, you will have everything split. If not, it'll be mixed. So just make sure it's set to aux output. Then once you have that set, you want to go back, then go down to video capture, and right here you can mess with your length of your clips or whatever. I have it set to 2 minutes. That might be a little bit overkill, but you can set it up to like 15 seconds or up to 20 minutes. So it's all up to you. But I like 2 minutes. And then for your resolution, you can do either in-game or 8K, 4K, 2K, 1080. If you do run your game in like a lower quality, then make sure to at least click one of these. But if not, just click in-game. Like if you run your game in the highest resolution you can, just click in-game. And then frame rate max is 60, but that's fine. You don't need more than that. You can also mess with your bitrate if you'd like. And you just go click back. And then you see where it says privacy control. If you have that option, where'd it go? Click it, set that, activate it, and that way you can record whenever you want. And then, so once you're done with all those settings, again, you want to make sure separate both tracks, and the source is set to aux output. So just click done, go back to instant replay, and turn that back on. And now it will always be recording. I don't see like any frame rate loss or anything, so just always have it on. And then again, if you have your if you change the keyboard shortcut, that will be the way you save your clips now. So once you are done with the Shadowplay part of it, you want to click down here on your little speaker sound output thing, and you want to make sure that your output is set to VoiceMeeter input VAIO. So again, let me open VoiceMeeter really quick. So VAIO, just regular VAIO, will always be your game volume and your desktop sounds. And then your aux, and anything that says aux will be like your Discord, your Spotify, Chrome, and anything that you set it to. So this will always be like your mic and then anything else. And then desktop will always just only be your desktop sounds and then your game volume. Your game sounds, I should say. So once you have that set, we'll go over to Discord. And then we'll go over to voice and video. And then, so as I told you, I do use Broadcast, but Discord uses my mic, and with all the filters that Discord already has, I don't need to use Broadcast for Discord. So I just have it set to my actual mic. You can set it to whatever if you want. And then for your output, you have to make sure it is set to aux input. Okay. not just regular input. It has to be aux input. Again, because that will send that audio over to comms instead of just regular desktop. So as long as this is set to aux input, it will be sending it to comms. You should be fine. And then all of these settings, that's up to you if you want to mess with them. But yeah, you just have to make sure this is set to aux input, and then this just to your default mic, whatever you want to use. And then you want to go to your speakers again. You want to click on sounds. And then go to playback. Go to input. And you want to make sure that your input is set to default. Yes, that's your default device. And then your VoiceMeeter aux input, there should be nothing on it. So you see how it says default and set default communication device. This one should be set to both defaults. And then, so as I told you before, I have my headset as my main audio. So you want to go to advanced on your actual like main audio output, and you want to check what format it's using for the audio. So mine's 16-bit, 48,000 hertz DVD quality. Then you want to go back to your aux input. You want to go to properties, and you want to make sure it matches, and that way we get rid of any stutters or anything that will happen when you record. You want to make sure it matches because there's a lot of things, so you just want to make sure it matches. And then same thing with the other one, just the input, match it as well. And then you want to go to recording, and then I use the HyperX Quadcast S. You go to properties, advanced. You want to make sure to look at which format you have. And then same thing, you just go down to the VoiceMeeter ones and then just check the outputs. Make sure they're in the same format. And then you don't have to set these as default anything. You can just leave these as it is. And then you'll be done with this section right here. And then let's say that you want to separate Spotify. So we'll open Spotify. It's on my other monitor. And then you just play anything on Spotify, and then you want to click on your Windows button or your little search bar down here, and you want to go to sound mixer options. I'm not sure what it would be for Windows 11, but you just want to go over to sound mixer options. And then you see, I think I actually got to play it really quick. Okay, cool. So you see how it shows up Spotify now. You want to make sure it's set to aux input and then aux output. Again, that will send it through the comms. And then same thing for, let's say, Chrome. Let's see, you just play this really quick. Just play anything through Chrome. And then
awesome features like noise removal, which comes in handy.
Right. Chrome should show up now in your sound mixer options again. So same thing, you just set to aux output and then, or aux input and aux output. So same thing, you just want to have anything that you might be playing in the background go through comms. So always check for that it's going through aux. Then that should be it for those settings. And then again, if for any reason your audio keeps messing up or anything, go back here, just make sure you have your input to your mic and your hardware out to whatever you're actually using to listen to. And then if for whatever reason something breaks or whatever, you just click restart audio engine. And then, so your volume slider right here, it's not going to work anymore. That's the only downside to this. So if you want to actually like change your volumes or whatever, you'd have to use this slider right here. So you just turn it up if you want to go higher, or you turn it down if you want to go quieter. And then if you double click it, it'll always go back to 0. Or if you right click it, you can like actually edit it. But yeah, same thing with this one. And then same thing with the mic. And then there's one more thing. Oh, okay. So for your clips, let me see. Let me go to where I have my clips saved. So let's just go. I guess we can go in here. If you go and open it with movies and TV. So the only downside with Windows is that it can't play both tracks at the same time. So if you click on the little subtitles thing, you can see where it says system sounds and microphone. Microphone will always be the comms section of your voice meter. So comms will always be microphone, and then system sounds will be desktop. So in this clip, you could see
and so actually, dude, you should get
that
solos right now.
it's set to
Look at my
microphone right
rank.
now.
I'm only gold in this.
So you could hear the
You're
Discord,
gonna get
right?
a shit ton of.
But if I
clicks.
click on system sounds, you'll only hear the game. And then if you want to switch back to it, again, you'll only hear Discord and all that. And then what's cool about Shadowplay is that as long as you have it saved to somewhere, like the clip saving, it'll make a folder for each thing you save. So let's say you want to go play Call of Duty and you record something on Call of Duty, it'll make its own folder for Call of Duty. Or for like Destiny or Naraka, it'll make its own folder, so it'll like kind of organize the clips for you. And then let's just go back to that same clip again. For VLC, basically the same thing. So VLC likes to start with the desktop audio as opposed to movies and TV, which starts with like the Discord and all that. So for VLC, you just want to go up here to audio track, and then you see system sounds will be game, then you click microphone. It'll be the Discord.
The biggest joke I've seen so far. I was
It'll be the
behind
Discord.
you. How in the fuck did you? That makes
So
no
same thing
sense.
again.
What
You
the
just click system sounds or whatever it was, and you'll hear the game volume. So the only way to actually hear both tracks at the same time is to open the video in an editor. And then if you trim a video, I'm pretty sure it will trim to system sounds. So let's say you want to send it through Discord or whatever, you can send it and it'll be system sounds, I believe. But yeah, other than that, I think that should be it.